Okay, so sorry about audio and stuff. It might be a little bad with the game open, but I've been working on just finalizing the menu that I told you about, um, specifically for the launcher. So the launcher, it's not complete, but I have the generic mission modes active um, for like the states, I guess you could say. So if you're in like story mode, it recognizes that you're in story mode. If you're in multiplayer, or sorry, if you're in the end mode, it recognizes you're in the end, and it disables the proper scripts to avoid a conflict. Um, so, I'm gonna just. This is like an example because I don't have the ability to really do it right now, but uh, I can enable the menu. There's a third option that you can't see because the command prompt's in the way, but that's just it's the logger. But so if I click this, it says two things in the logger. It says disabling scripts, and then the end is launching, and then it calls the disable script button. However, if I launch story mode, it checks that all the it enables it starts an attempt to load the script, and then the script loads successfully with the stack size and with the stack information that was necessary to call it, and then it disables the stuff. So you can see up here it says scripts are reloading, and it's no longer staggeredly looping through the condition. Um, so we're basically most of the stuff is implemented. God damn game, Jesus. Thank you. Turn off. So yeah, most of the stuff is implemented. Um, for the end, I'm gonna have a transition so that I can have the outfit and stuff that you have saved and whatever. Um, I really am on the idea of having the player in that free roam experience. Um, like really on the idea. Like I really like the idea um, of the player doing their own free mode experience. Whether or not it'll be polished is like up to it'll be a polished environment is kind of a 50-50, because there's a lot of things that I can't control with the free roam environment, um, and whatever, right? But now story mode loads very nicely. Um, the only bad part about story mode loading is that um, it doesn't load the shops instantly. So if you're like near a shop, it won't load the shop. If that makes sense. Like if you're really close to a shop and then you disable and then you re-enable, but there's not going to be an instance of that because it's always going to respawn you in the player's safe house. Because it's going to be kind of just like loading a save file. Um, um, so yeah, and so triathlons work. Every single store works. Um, all of those things, they all work. I had to disable. There's a few things that I don't think get trashed when the mission stuff activates, and that's like pickups and stuff. Pickups are still active, so you can do an all pickups completion run with the end on. Um, but you know, it's really it's I don't think it really matters. Um, and plus, if I was to add my own pickups, I'd probably end up doing that anyway. Of like, I don't know what they would be, but I'm just saying, like, I would probably write my own pickup stuff. Um, the I might. So I was also toying with the idea of not like an anti-cheat, but like anti-cheating mechanisms for like the for uh, like um like anti-cheat mechanisms for trying to limit players I don't know how to describe it. Just like not allow you to just sit in God mode while the while you just run through the mission. I was thinking about doing that because it's really easy to check for God mode, but it's not easy to do something against that God mode if it makes sense. So I'd probably just have to like kill the player or like set their health immediately to like negative 2,000, and then you would kill them instantly. That or just force the script to disable the God mode for a frame, and then kill the player, and then display the death message of each cheater banned. Lol. Because I am gonna write a respawn system because uh, the single player death thing still is a thing. So I have to scratch that if I'm on whatever, right? Um, so yeah, in total, pretty successful past few days. I'm gonna try to work a little bit more. I might just complete the mission loop because at this point, I mean, I can do whatever the fuck I want with the game. So I might just do the entire mission loop this weekend because I said it in like my notes that I was gonna do the mission loop this weekend because I kind of need to actually get cracking on the mission loop before I code an entire free roam environment around said plot points. But yeah, I think the logo looks good. The logo looks pretty fire, if I do say so myself, especially in the game and rendered. Um, the other buttons are gonna get an overhaul. They're gonna look like how the single player buttons look like, if that makes sense. The like when you like load the game normally, that's how they're gonna look. Uh, so I mean, yeah, I mean overall, pretty successful haul, pretty successful run so far. The blimp still spawns, although I think that's got something to do with another script. There's a bunch of things that still summon that I don't want summoned, but I don't think it really matters if they summon, if it makes sense, because the most, if not all, of the ambient related things are gone, which is kind of what I wanted in the first place, right? So, uh, yeah. So, yeah. See ya.